Hey guys, I'm Logan Freeman, and this is the Live Free Investors Podcast. I interview investors and business owners who share investment advice so you too can live free. Today, I'm talking to my good friend, Colin Douthit. Colin, in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
I am a Christian. I'm a father, and I'm a business owner and a real estate investor. Business is going to be property management as well as rehab and maintenance of those properties.
Out of all those functions that you have within Atlas, what would you say is the most challenging for you?
The most challenging is having started off being the person that makes all the decisions, and everybody still comes to you and working to delegate that decision making, because I get so many people coming to me needing something all the time and just working to delegate that decision making authority down so I can focus on working on the business, not in the business.
Ooh, that is a good nugget, and one that I would say I have a big issue with as well, but using this time during COVID-19 to really delegate. And I always go back to the Stephen Covey matrix of what's important and urgent, not important and not urgent, and try to focus my time in that quadrant of important and somewhat urgent. So, but I think what a lot of business owners lose out on is that important but not urgent aspect. And those are the things that a lot of times you can end up delegating. So love that. What's the best thing about being an investor or business owner?
The best thing about that is, having left the corporate world, it's not having a micromanaging boss breathing down my neck.
That's nice.
And the ability to not have to ask for vacation days if I need to leave. I guess the cliche of being your own boss is probably the best part about it. But also the freedom to control my future and my earnings long-term as well, not being stuck into some 2% raise corporate structure.
Absolutely. I've heard that multiple times now on the podcast about this ability to control your own destiny. And, I think that is the most freeing, but also one of the most scary things that you can go through at the same time. Do you have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, it's terrifying not being guaranteed. We're not working for some $100 million company or fill in the blanks, some huge,
just a $50 million company with Atlas, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, almost right. But no, but not having that quote security of the paycheck, and knowing that if there's a downturn, your employees' pay is more of a priority than yours. And when you're first starting off, having that can be fearful.
Yeah. I mean, especially in times like today. So,
I found the freedom, even with potentially less income when you're starting a business or starting your investments over the corporate job, of time has been the biggest advantage for me, because time's the one thing you can't get back, right?
That's right.
We can always make more money. We can always, get another investment. Even if you go broke, you can come back and make more money, but you can't replay that one day.
Yep. 100%. Keeping up with the current trends and opportunities as an investor and business owner can be a challenge. So how do you stay up to date?
Networking, just to learn what other people are doing, trying to read as much as possible, read a lot of books, Audible, podcasts. Those are my friends to see what other people are doing. Atlas Shrugged, great book. I think my Atlas is right there. So
tell us about
inspiration.
That. Why is that an inspiring book for you?
Really just seeing how you can work to control your own destiny, and how, capitalism can be a good thing when applied. I don't think the love of money, obviously the love of money is the root of all evil. And they go into a lengthy discussion in the book, because I don't want to become idealistic towards money or that power and that success, but understanding the way that the economy, capitalism, can work to benefit people's lives, and how government overreach in that can screw things up. And we've seen that in many countries, many times over. Just being able to control that is what I really liked about that book.
Absolutely. So what's the best advice that you've received as an investor and or a business owner?
As an investor, it would be that you never lose money on a deal that you never had. So if you pursue a deal and, oh my gosh, this is going to make me $1 million, this is going to make me $5,000 a month in recurring revenue, whatever that may be. If you never closed on it, you never lost that money and you never had that money. While you may have been emotionally attached to it, you didn't actually lose anything on that one. And I think we've all been in that. I mean, we've had deals that we've come close to closing on, whether it's business acquisitions or whether it's property acquisitions that just didn't happen. And it kind of gets you a little upset, kind of throws you off your game, but at the same time, you didn't really lose anything.
Absolutely, man. That's a really great nugget. Thank you for sharing that. This is your opportunity to promote somebody on the show, Colin. So what other successful investors and or business owners like yourself should be on the Live Free podcast?
Oh, I'm trying to think of people that you haven't had on here already. Grant Russell comes to mind. He's a co-owner of an engineering firm here in Kansas City. He's a rock star. He's excellent at what he does. Frank Reardon, he's an accountant. Had some really good interactions with him. Really respect him.
Both of those are already scheduled, so those don't count.
BJ Craig.
Okay, BJ Craig. There it is.
Great attorney, very responsive, good at what he does, attention to details excellent, and really likable guy.
Yeah, BJ is great. So we'll get BJ on the show. Thank you for that. The most important question of the podcast: how do you live free?
I live free in knowing what my life holds after I die. I live free knowing that I have salvation. And that if I died in a car crash tomorrow, I know where I'm going to be, or if it's in 50 years. Additionally, the whole scare about coronavirus, COVID, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get anybody else sick. I don't want to get my family sick, my in-laws, my parents. But if I were to get sick and something were to happen, I know what the future holds.
He has risen. It is Easter Monday, and Colin wears his faith on his sleeve. He is one of my best friends in the industry. So that is spoken like a true investor and business owner. Colin, how can we find you?
Yeah, so you can look me up, Colin Douthit, on LinkedIn. If you're interested in property management or maintenance services, you can hit us up at www.atlas.rentals, and you can get a hold of us there. Or you can email me, colin@atlas.rentals.
Love it. This is Logan Freeman with the Live Free Investor Podcast, where investors and business owners share advice so you too can live free. For more insights and ideas on how you can live free, you can connect and message with me on LinkedIn today or Colin. And Colin, thanks again for joining us today. Until next time, live free.
Thanks, Logan.